Hello everyone, welcome to yoga this week. This is the last video that I will make during Black History Month, and we are going to read a book that does have people of color in it. Only instead of people from history, these are students of our modern day, students that you could be in class with in this fictional story. But what I was thinking when I chose the story was, what part of history will these kids play? In 50 years or 100 years, could one of these kids be the next astronaut or scientist or teacher or peacemaker? So not just these kids, but all of you, what piece of history will you play? And so that's what we're going to be focusing on today. For our yoga practice, we're going to try a few different things because people who are in history often have to do something new. Not always, but many times they think about things or do something new, a little bit different than the way that everyone else around them is doing. So we're going to do some new poses today as a nod to that idea, okay? But to start, let's start with our finger tracing breath, which is not new, but it is pretty relaxing. So, okay. When you're ready, guys, come to seated or lying down anywhere where you have a nice straight line from the top of your head to your tailbone. Okay, you can have your hand up or in your lap, totally up to you. Putting my thumb at the base of my pointer finger. Okay, here we go. Inhaling, trace up. Exhaling, tracing down. Ring finger or tall finger, inhaling, tracing up, exhaling, tracing down. Ring finger, inhaling, tracing up, exhaling, tracing down. Pinky finger, inhaling, tracing up, exhaling, tracing down. Ring finger, inhale, tracing up. Exhale, tracing down. Tall finger, inhale, tracing up. Exhaling, tracing down. Finally, back to pointer, inhale, tracing up. Exhaling, tracing down. Very good. Okay, friends, most of our sequence will be seated or on the floor today, but to start, we're going to go right into our Sun A, or the sequence that ends up with that push-up, okay? So if you'd like to meet me in standing, either at the back of your space or just a little bit back, we'll go ahead and start, okay? You'll recognize this. Inhale, our arms up overhead. Exhaling, forward fold. Remember, once again, you can continue to link your breath to your movement as we have been kind of putting that in sometimes during our sequences now. Inhale, touch your shins. Exhaling, down to the mat. Inhale, sweep your arms up overhead. And exhale to heart center. Okay, we'll do that one more time and finish with our push-up part. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhaling, forward fold hands toward your mat. Inhale, touch your shins. Exhaling, planting hands on the mat. I will walk forward because of my camera. You can step back. Keep your knees up or drop them. Inhale here. Exhaling, lower down. Inhaling for up dog or cobra. Exhaling into child's pose if your knees are down. And if they're up, going right into our downward dog. From here, you can pedal your feet by bending one knee and then the next. If you have some tightness in your hips. And then we'll just find a little stillness for a minute. see if here, instead of in your child's pose where we usually touch base with our breath, if you can find your breath here in your down dog. Maybe noticing in down dog that your breath doesn't run into your legs. Just kind of floats free here in this pose because your belly has a lot more room. Okay, friends, now this is going to be something a little different. Take one of your feet and bring it up toward the outside of your mat or just outside your arm, and then the other one. So my legs are just outside my hands, and then I'm going to bend my knees and come into, this is called Garland Pose. Garland Pose. Maybe I'll try to move my camera down just a little bit so you can see better. There we go. So my feet are on the mat, and I have my elbows here. I'm getting a nice stretch here. You can kind of rock back and forth if you want, or find stillness. And then from here, we'll straighten our knees just a bit and press forward. This pose, friends, is called bear. You kind of bend your knees and have a flat top into bear here. Okay. From here, we'll rock back and forth here a bit. There we go. From here, you can bring your hands down toward the mat or carpet and stretch one leg to the side straight, and one leg is bent. Okay? And we're coming down, hands down, and then bring your knee all the way down to the mat. We're going to go into this pose that we've done before called Bend You Bird Pose. So I have my knee down here, my leg straight. I'm leaning forward and flying like a bird. So that's kind of a different feeling for our body. Okay, from here, hands to the mat. You can bring your one knee back under you. We're in tabletop for a moment. And then extend your other foot to the side. So your other leg is straight, your other knee underneath you. Bring your arms wide again. We can fly our bird on this side. You may notice some stretching the top of your leg here. You may not. Okay. There we go. Good. Okay. Let's bring our hands back to the mat. Whew. This is hard work, guys. You wouldn't think because we're down on the floor, but it's kind of taking my breath away. All right. Let's go ahead and bring one foot to the outside of our hands. In fact, I'll show you from the side. My foot is here next to my hands. I'm in tabletop on my back leg. Then I'm going to kind of scooch the top of my foot back and come up here into like a low lunge. My hands are leaning for now on my thigh. You may notice some different kind of stretching, or your muscles working differently than they used to. Okay. From here, I'll turn back toward you. You can bring your hands from here next to your leg, and then you can kind of let your front leg, your foot, you may lay on that, your foot may be on the side of it. You may be able to see the bottom of your foot here as your leg rocks out to the side. There we go. Now this pose might not work for someone, and that's fine. Just go back to tabletop and skip it, okay? And we will be done with this soon enough. For those of you that are here, if you'd like, you can take the same hand as your knee that's bent, wrap it behind you, and see if you can bring it around your waist. See, mine's right sticking out there. And then look behind you. You can look behind you. This is kind of a weird twist. I thought we'd just do something different. Yeah. It's kind of a nice stretch. I would be interested to hear what you guys think. Okay, let's bring our hand back around. We can bring that leg back. So now we're back in tabletop, okay? Let's do it on the other side. So bring your other leg forward. Okay, and like just like we did on the other side, I'm gonna scooch my back leg back. So I'm in a low lunge, my back knee down, my hands are on my thigh here. I feel a stretch in this leg. You may feel it somewhere different or the same, hard to know. Okay. From here, friends, you can bring your hands back to the mat inside your front foot. And once again, you can let your knee kind of fall open if you'd like, and your foot will go to the side of your foot, the bottom of your foot coming off the mat. Get kind of a nice hip stretch there. Once again, this may not suit your body, and that is totally fine. Just skip it, okay? All right, from here, remember, take that same hand, that is your forward knee, wrap it behind you, and see if you can get it, your minds are right here, to tuck behind your back. And then you can look behind you, and a nice little twist here. I don't think this is a pose I've ever done before, guys, but it's pretty, I don't know, I like it. I'm learning something new. All right, friends, let's bring our hands back around, front foot to meet the back, and we are gonna come and sit down for just a moment, and we have a couple more new poses, okay? So this one, we'll start actually by just touching our toes. Our legs are straight in front of us. In fact, I'm gonna see if I can get this a little lower. Okay, here we go. Our legs are straight out in front of us. We'll do a little stretch here toward your toes. Remember, you can reach any amount toward your feet. You can bend your knees if that feels good. There, okay. Now, from here, you're going to take one foot, put one foot on the ground and one knee up. You're going to tuck your other foot behind and wrap that whole leg kind of around your hips here. So my leg is wrapped really tight around and my foot is almost under my hip, but not quite. Okay, so I have that wrapped. And then this leg is on the outside of the lower knee. And then here's the trick. I'm gonna put my hand around these toes and extend this leg. So this foot is wrapped around, this leg is extended. This hand is behind me, offering support. And then I can take a look behind. Yeah. I wonder what you guys think about this. It's kind of something different, huh? Another variation on this, friends, is you can just keep this foot on the mat. So you're kind of all pretzeled up here. And then just put your hand on your knee and look behind you. So, leg extended or leg down. Either way, just looking behind you a bit. Okay, let's come back to center. Legs forward once again. Now we'll go to the other side. So prop up the other knee, other foot planted. You're gonna take your opposite foot, kind of wiggle it back behind your planted foot, tucking your foot almost under your hip. It's really tight there. And then wrapping your top leg over your knee. So here's my knee, here's my leg crossed in front of it. Then you have two choices. You can stay here with your foot down, just kind of wrapping, put your elbow out here, keep your hand here, or extending your foot with your finger on your toe and looking behind. Okay? So either way, you'll look behind you if you'd like. Move your foot down or up. Yeah, something different. Okay, guys, from here we have our last pose, which I thought was pretty cute, and the reason we're doing this whole thing. What we're going to do, okay, we are going to start seated, legs out. Take one hand, place it behind you, then swing your legs to the side. So your hand is down, legs are out. And then take your top leg and cross it over your other leg, planting your foot just in front of you. Okay, your bottom leg is still long. Then you take your arm, which is your same arm, your closer arm here. You're gonna wrap it around front of your leg and grab your opposite toe. This is called baby grasshopper pose. And I just think that is so stinking cute, okay? So I'll tell you again, you start hand here to the side, legs long to the side. Top leg, plant your foot in front of you. Take this hand closer to your legs, wrap it around your knee, and grab your toes for baby grasshopper. Fun. Okay, stay here for just a minute. You know what? You can bring this hand actually forward. Does kind of look like a grasshopper. Okay, guys, let's try the other side. All right, bringing your legs over to the other side, planting that hand to the side, stretching your legs to the other side. Okay, top leg, planting your foot in front of you. You can scoot your hand in if you'd like, or the supporting hand, excuse me. Take your other hand, wrapping it around your top leg, grabbing your opposite foot, bringing your hand forward, scrunching down. Baby grasshopper on this side. I mean, there's not much cuter name than baby grasshopper. Okay. All right, friends. So, we did some different poses today. It was kind of fun. Let's go ahead and finish up, and then I'm going to read you the book. So, if you'd like, you can come back and lay on your back once again. Knees toward the sky, feet down for just a moment, and then we'll bring our legs toward the sky for legs up the wall. You can look straight toward the sky if you like. Rest your eyes for just a moment. Take a big breath in and out if you'd like. Bring your feet back to the mat and do our twist. You know what to do. Hip to the side, knees to the other side. Nose faces opposite of your knees. Feels nice just to take a little rest out of the day. Okay, friends, knees to the sky. Dropping toward the other side. I'm going to turn my head to get my nose opposite of my knees. Okay. Friends, you're welcome to stay here and rest on your back while you listen to the story. Otherwise, you are, of course, welcome to sit up and listen this way. Get my old lady glasses on here and get out of the picture. For this book, I'm going to turn this a little bit for the glare. I'm new here. I actually got this book when Colby and I went to the History Museum, the Minnesota History Museum. They had this book in the gift shop. I thought that was pretty neat. I'm new here. I am new here, class. This is Maria. I'll do one at a time. I am new here. Boys and girls, please welcome Jen. I am new here. We have a new student, everyone. Her name is Fatima. Vamos a jugar fútbol. Órale, vámonos. Back home, I knew the language. My friends and I talked all day long. Our voices flowed like water and flew between us like the birds. Here, there are new words. I can't understand them. The sounds are strange to my ears. Now, friends, you may notice that these are the sounds that she hears, but they're not spelled like the words that we say because she doesn't know. She hears this, come on, my turn, heads up, throw it to her. I don't even know what that one says. Katya, you missed me. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, they don't flow together like the words that we know because they don't mean anything to her yet. Back home, I could read and write. I shaped the letters and stacked them like blocks into words. The words open like windows and doors into a story. Here, there are new letters. They lie on the page like scribbles and scratches. All the windows and doors are shut tight. What does that mean, friends? The windows and doors are shut tight. Subaxwana-san, Macallan. Back home, I was part of the class. I knew just what to do. I fit in like one of many stars in the night sky. Here, there are new ways. I cannot see the patterns. I cannot find my place. What could you draw to show how we live in our community? Here I am alone. Here I am confused. Here I am sad. Soccer. I say the new words again and again. They feel like rocks in my mouth. My tongue twists and stumbles on their edges. One day I try new words. They do not flow or fly freely, but someone understands. I can play soccer. Oh, sure. She did it, friends. I am finding new friends, and they are finding me. She's on our team. I got it. She's doing it, isn't she, friends? I write the letters over and over. I stare at the words. I look for a way to open them. One day I write some perfect new letters. Oh, not perfect new. I write some new letters. They are not perfect. But I can read the words cat, tree, run. I am learning from others, and they are learning from me. How to spell cloud? C-L-O-U-D. This is cloud in Korean. Cool. Because words are opening up some pictures now. There's American words, there's English words. I watch the new ways more and more. I try to see the patterns. I'm scared I will make a mistake. One day I try taking part. My knees tremble and my heart pounds, but my teacher smiles. I will show my picture. She's being very brave, isn't she? I am sharing with others, and they are sharing with me. Fatima, you are a really good artist. And look, there she goes. She takes off, doesn't she? Here, there are new beginnings. Here, there is a place for me. Here is a new home. Look, friends, they're doing it. Okay, friends, thank you for reading that book with me. I really like it because these kids really, they have to fit in a whole new world and they're very brave. So it makes me think, what will their bravery do? Where will it take them in the world? And I can think that about each of you. We don't all come from a different land. Some of us do. But we all have to be brave in our own ways. And where will that bravery and that courage get you? So I would challenge you, friends, if you would like, to think or to draw a picture about perhaps a way you've already been brave and perhaps a way that you would like to be remembered in history. How you'll be brave in the world to bring your gifts and talents as you grow older into an adult. Okay, let's finish today by doing our volcano breath. I have mine ready. Do you? Okay, let's inhale and blow our wish. Good job, friends. See you next time.